Imagine a place where the sunrise spills across the savannah like molten gold, where the footsteps of elephant herds echo like the heartbeat of a continent. There, you can look up to see snow-capped Kilimanjaro, then glance down to find a lioness guarding her cubs in the tall grass. This isn't a fairy tale. This is Kenya, a land where nature remains raw, wild, and utterly extraordinary. Did you know, in Kenya, giraffes stroll through golden sunsets alongside buffalo and antelope, while cheetahs silently stalk prey in the brush? Here, lakes like Naivasha and Nakuru shimmer pink with thousands of flamingos. And the Masai Mara becomes the stage for the greatest migration on Earth, where life and death are separated by the briefest breath. But Kenya is more than just wildlife watching. It's a place where people and nature live in harmony. The Maasai, with traditions stretching back centuries, still coexist with lions and open plains. In Nairobi, where modern city life brushes against the wild, you can sip coffee in a quiet cafe and be standing in a national park an hour later. From the white sands of Diani Beach to the emerald highlands of Abadair, every corner of Kenya holds a story. One told not just with words, but with wind, light, the roar of lions, and the distant call of eagles. So what makes Kenya the beating heart of wild Africa? And why do those who journey here never see the world the same way again? Sometimes, safaris aren't about golden grasslands. In Abadair National Park, they're about thick mist, moss-covered trees, and the sense that something rare might appear at any moment. It's Kenya like you've never imagined it. Set in the Abadair mountain range, this high-altitude park offers cool temperatures, waterfalls, bamboo forests, and alpine meadows. It's a place of contrast, lush and green, often rainy, and rich with hidden life. Elephants and buffalo roam among the trees, and the elusive bongo antelope, rarely seen elsewhere, makes its home here. Leopards, hyenas, and even black rhinos wander in the shadows. It's a park that demands patience and rewards it. The park is also known for its unique lodges. The Ark and treetops are built above waterholes, letting guests watch wildlife from the comfort of cozy observation decks, day and night. Abadair's waterfalls, especially Karuru Falls, plunging over 270 meters, add to the magic. Mist rises from the forest floor, and the sound of crashing water echoes through the trees. It's not the usual African safari. It's quieter, cooler, and more mysterious. But Abadair is a hidden gem where the forest reveals its secrets slowly, and never the same way twice. There are few places on Earth where you can still witness nature in its raw, untamed state. Masai Mara, Kenya's most iconic reserve, is one of them, a vast savanna where lions roam freely and wildebeest thunder across the plains. Spanning over 1,500 square kilometers, the Masai Mara is an extension of Tanzania's Serengeti and home to the famous Great Migration. Every year, over 1 million wildebeest, zebras, and antelopes cross the Mara River, risking crocodiles and predators in search of fresh grazing lands. The wildlife here is legendary. Lions doze beneath acacia trees, cheetahs sprint across open ground, and elephants wander through golden grasslands. Bird life is just as rich, from lilac-breasted rollers to soaring eagles. Game drives at dawn and dusk offer the best chances to see the Big Five. The changing light turns the landscape into a canvas: orange skies, soft shadows, and silhouettes of giraffes against the horizon. Beyond the animals, the Maasai people bring vibrant culture to the region. Visiting a Maasai village reveals a life rooted in tradition, where red robes, beadwork, and rhythmic songs speak of deep connection to the land. Masai Mara is not just a safari destination. It's a place where Earth breathes wild, and you, just for a while, can be part of it. Just a short drive from Nairobi, Lake Naivasha feels like another world, quiet, fresh, and rich with bird calls. Set in the Great Rift Valley, this freshwater lake is both a peaceful retreat and a lively ecosystem. Its calm waters are ideal for boat safaris, where you can float past hippos, watch fish eagles dive for prey, and glide beside blooming water lilies. The lake reflects the sky, blurring the line between earth and clouds. Surrounding the lake are forests and ranches that host giraffes, zebras, and antelope. Nearby, Crescent Island allows you to walk among wildlife. No predators here, just wide skies and curious gazers. The area is a birder's paradise, with over 400 species recorded. From kingfishers and pelicans to rare herons, every bush and branch seems to flutter with life. Lake Naivasha also has a gentle rhythm. Flower farms dot the shores, producing roses for export. Small towns bustle with markets. Fishermen haul in their catch, and nature always feels close. It's not just a lake. It's a mood, calm, open, and alive with wonder. Far from the crowds of southern Kenya, Sambururu National Reserve offers a different kind of safari, one shaped by arid beauty, unique wildlife, and the quiet rhythm of the north. Located along the banks of the Ewaso-Nyiro River, the reserve is framed by dry hills and thorny acacia trees. The landscape may look harsh, but it teems with life, especially animals adapted to this semi-arid region. Samburu is home to the Samburu Special 5, the Grevy's zebra, Besa oryx, reticulated giraffe, gerenuk, and Somali ostrich, species rarely seen elsewhere. Elephants gather at the river to cool off, while leopards lounge in the trees above. Local Sambururu people, related to the Masai, live in harmony with the land. Their bright clothing, intricate beadwork, and traditional ways add cultural richness to the wilderness experience. Game drives in Sambururu often feel more intimate. Fewer vehicles mean better chances of quiet observation, of hearing the crunch of hooves or the flapping of wings without distraction. Sambururu is a place of quiet strength, where survival is an art and nature whispers instead of roars. It's safari at its most elemental. Not every capital has wildlife on its doorstep, but Nairobi is no ordinary city. Fast-paced, colorful, and ever-evolving, it's where urban life collides with wild savanna, where glass skyscrapers and giraffes can share the same skyline. At its heart, Nairobi is Kenya's political, economic, and cultural hub. Bustling streets are filled with matatus, street vendors, art galleries, and coffee shops serving up rich Kenyan brews. The city pulses with the energy of ambition and creativity. Yet within minutes, you can find yourself face to face with wildlife at Nairobi National Park. Lions, rhinos, and zebras roam freely against a backdrop of city towers, a rare and surreal sight anywhere in the world. Cultural institutions thrive here. The Nairobi National Museum showcases the country's human and natural history, while Kenyatta International Conference Center offers panoramic city views. Art scenes flourish in galleries like Circle Art and Banana Hill. Local markets like Masai Market offer a feast of color and craftsmanship, beads, fabrics, carvings, and baskets that reflect Kenya's diverse heritage. The people are as vibrant as the goods, always ready to chat and share a smile. Nairobi is loud, complex, and full of contrasts, but that's what makes it alive. It's a capital with both roots and wings. Kenya's second-largest city, Mombasa, isn't just a coastal getaway, it's a living museum, a cultural crossroads, and a celebration of the Indian Ocean. Here, history, trade, and rhythm meet under palm trees and minarets. Founded over 1,000 years ago, Mombasa has seen Portuguese explorers, Arab merchants, British colonials, and Swahili kings. This rich tapestry is best felt in Old Town, where narrow lanes, carved wooden doors, and call to prayer echo a timeless spirit. Overlooking the sea is Fort Jesus, a 16th century Portuguese stronghold and now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its thick walls, cannons, and underground chambers tell stories of conquest, rebellion, and resilience. Mombasa's beaches, like Nyali and Diani to the south, offer pristine white sand and turquoise water. The city also boasts vibrant markets like McKinnon Market, where spices, fabrics, and Swahili street food fill the senses. The rhythm of the coast is everywhere. In Taarab music, dhow sails, and Swahili hospitality. You'll hear many languages here: Kiswahili, English, Arabic, all weaving together the city's unique identity. Mombasa is warm, chaotic, colorful, and unforgettable. A city where every corner tells a tale, and the sea is always close by. There's something mythical about Amboseli National Park. Maybe it's the way elephants stroll across dusty plains, framed by the towering silhouette of Mount Kilimanjaro. Or maybe it's the silence, wide, ancient, and wise. Located near the Tanzanian border, Amboseli is famous for its herds of African elephants, some of the largest and most studied in Africa. Watching them move in groups, from tiny calves to enormous tuskers, is unforgettable. The open landscape provides perfect visibility. Lions, cheetahs, zebras, and wildebeest can be spotted easily, often near the park's swamps and seasonal lakes. Observation Hill offers sweeping views of this breathtaking terrain, but Kilimanjaro is the true showstopper. On clear mornings, the snow-capped peak appears above the clouds, adding magic to every photo and moment. It's Africa's highest mountain, quietly watching over the plains. The local Masai communities are part of the story too. Their villages and traditions are woven into the land, and cultural visits offer a deeper understanding of life in the shadow of giants. Amboseli is not the largest park, but its beauty is immense. It's a place where nature moves slowly, powerfully, and with grace. Imagine soft white sand beneath your feet, turquoise waves lapping gently, and the shade of coconut palms above. Diani Beach, on Kenya's southern coast, is paradise with rhythm, relaxed, elegant, and unforgettable. Stretching for over 17 kilometers along the Indian Ocean, Diani is often called one of Africa's best beaches. Its shallow waters are perfect for swimming, kite surfing, and snorkeling. Coral reefs protect the coast and offer a colorful underwater world to explore. But Diani isn't just about sun and sea. Behind the beach lies the Shimba Hills National Reserve, where elephants and sable antelopes roam in the green hills. A morning game drive followed by an afternoon swim is the kind of contrast only Kenya can offer. town blends Swahili culture, coastal cuisine, and a mix of visitors from around the world. Restaurants serve fresh seafood, beach bars pulse with music, and local artists display their work in colorful markets. Whether you're walking barefoot at sunset, sailing on a dhow, or enjoying a beachfront massage, time seems to slow in Diani. Every moment invites you to breathe deeper. Diani Beach is not just a place to visit, it's a place to feel, a meeting point of land, ocean, and spirit. Though its summit lies in Tanzania, the best views of Mount Kilimanjaro often come from Kenya, especially from Amboseli National Park. It stands there, tall, snow-capped, mysterious, Africa's highest peak, rising above the clouds like a dream. At 5,195 meters, Kilimanjaro is not only a geographical giant, but a cultural icon. Known as the Roof of Africa, it's a dormant volcano with three cones: Kibo, Mwenzi, and Shira. From Kenya, Kibo dominates the horizon, serene and powerful. The sight of elephants walking beneath the mountain's shadow is one of the continent's most iconic images. In Amboseli's golden light, the contrast between mighty tuskers and the distant glacier-capped summit is deeply moving. Though most climbers begin from Tanzania, Kilimanjaro feels very present in Kenyan landscapes, stories, and symbolism. Its silhouette adorns postcards, paintings, and even local brands. The mountain has spiritual weight too. For the Chaga and Masai, it holds legends and meanings older than written history. It's not just a mountain, it's a presence. From Kenya, Kilimanjaro isn't something you conquer, it's something you contemplate. A silent guardian, reminding us of nature's grace and grandeur. Some landscapes feel ancient, like they've barely changed in millennia. Tsavo National Park, one of Africa's largest protected areas, offers that feeling in every direction. Endless red earth, volcanic hills, and herds moving in the heat haze. Split into Tsavo East and Tsavo West, the park covers over 20,000 square kilometers. This is Big Sky, Kenya, raw, untamed, and often overlooked. But those who venture here are richly rewarded. Tsavo East is famous for its red elephants, who dust themselves with the park's iron-rich soil. The vast plains are home to lions, buffalo, giraffes, and more, often viewed along the Galana River, which winds through palm-fringed banks. Tsavo West is more rugged, with lava flows, springs, and cliffs. Highlights include Mzima Springs, where hippos glide under clear water, and Ngulia Rhino Sanctuary, home to endangered black rhinos under tight protection. This park has history too. It was here that the infamous man-eating lions of Tsavo terrorized railway workers in the 1890s, a story that still fascinates travelers today. In Tsavo, the wild is wide, the silence deep, and the experience unforgettable. It's Kenya at its most untamed. Hidden deep in Kenya's conservancies or remote parks, a Waterhole Lake might not have a name on your map, but it holds some of Africa's most intimate wildlife moments. It's not the size that matters, it's what it attracts. In dry seasons, waterholes become lifelines. Elephants, zebras, buffalo, and antelope gather to drink. Lions and leopards lurk nearby. Birds call from the trees. Every visit is different, sometimes quiet, sometimes electric with movement. Visitors who sit quietly at a waterhole, hide or lodge deck can watch nature unfold in its own time. No rush, no narration, just hooves, wings, shadows, and splashes. Night brings another transformation. Under moonlight, the lake reflects eyes and stars. Hyenas cackle in the distance. It feels primal, ancient, like witnessing a ritual that's happened for millennia. Some lodges, like those in Laikipia or Meru, are built near permanent waterholes, allowing guests to witness this drama from dawn to dusk. Patience becomes the most rewarding skill. A waterhole lake isn't flashy, but it's real. It's not a destination. It's an experience, a pulse of the wild, where life comes to drink and you come to listen. If Mombasa is the coast's heart, then Melindi is its soul. Smaller, slower, and infused with Swahili charm. This coastal town blends old and new, sea and culture, history and relaxation. Melindi's beaches are soft and golden, kissed by warm Indian Ocean tides. The waters are calm and inviting, ideal for snorkeling, diving, or simply floating beneath the sun. Coral reefs offshore teem with colorful marine life. In the heart of town lies a fusion of cultures. Arab, Portuguese, Italian, and African influences can be seen in architecture, language, and cuisine. Spices scent the air, and seafood is a daily feast. Historical sites like the Vasco da Gama Pillar and Gede ruins tell stories of traders, explorers, and forgotten cities swallowed by forest. They add depth to the beach experience, reminders that Melindi has always been a crossroads. Melindi is also a gateway to Watamu Marine National Park and Marafa Depression, known as Hell's Kitchen, a canyon of red sandstone carved by wind and time. In Melindi, time slows, the tides speak, the culture welcomes. It's not just a beach town, it's a coastal journey through history and heart. In the heart of Laikipia lies a place where wildlife meets compassion. Olpejeta Conservancy is more than just a safari destination. It's a living example of how humans and animals can share the land with care and purpose. Covering over 90,000 acres, Olpejeta is home to the Big Five and boasts one of the highest predator densities in Kenya. But what truly sets it apart is its conservation mission, especially its work with rhinos. Here, you'll meet the last two northern white rhinos on Earth, under 24-hour armed protection. Their presence is both moving and sobering, a reminder of what's at stake and what can still be saved. Olpejeta also operates a sanctuary for rescued chimpanzees, many of whom were saved from trafficking or abuse. Watching them play, groom, and interact is a deeply humanizing experience. Game drives here are immersive and meaningful. You're not just spotting animals, you're part of their ongoing survival story. From lions hunting to elephants roaming peacefully, every moment feels intimate. With its strong partnerships, community programs, and transparent ethics, Olpejeta proves that conservation isn't just science, it's heart. It's a place that changes how you see wildlife forever. You don't need to venture deep into the bush to meet wildlife in Kenya. At the Giraffe Center, just outside Nairobi, you can look eye to eye with one of Africa's most iconic animals while standing on a wooden platform. This sanctuary was founded to protect the endangered Rothschild's giraffe, whose numbers had dwindled alarmingly in the 1970s. Thanks to conservation efforts here, their population is growing again, and the center remains a model of successful wildlife rescue. Visitors can feed giraffes from their hands, or even lips, if they dare a giraffe kiss. These gentle giants stretch their long necks with curiosity and calm, their eyes soft, their tongues surprisingly long and blue. Educational programs at the center teach children and tourists about giraffe biology, conservation, and habitat protection. It's a place of fun, but also purpose. Right next door is the famous Giraffe Center, where giraffes poke their heads through windows to share breakfast with guests. Though access is exclusive and pricey, it adds a whimsical touch to the area. Whether you're a wildlife lover or a curious traveler, the Giraffe Center offers an up-close, ethical way to connect with one of nature's most elegant creatures. Kenya, where nature doesn't just exist, it breathes with every pulse of the earth. Farewell to blazing sunrises over the plains, to elephants roaming below Kilimanjaro, and to the wild winds sweeping across the endless savannah. Here, each day begins with a lion's roar and ends in purple twilight, draping the lonely baobab trees. Everything in Kenya feels raw, moving, and real, like the heartbeat of the world itself. You'll remember the deep eyes of the Maasai, the simple warmth of roadside villages, and the feeling of the sky stretching infinitely above you. Kenya is not just a destination, it's a feeling, a place that humbles you with its grandeur, yet fills you with strength. You'll carry home memories of antelope herds crossing golden grasslands, of drums echoing in the distance, and of nights where the stars seem within reach. Goodbye, Kenya, land of life, of motion, and of dreams that never sleep. Until we meet again, where the wild still calls your name.